It is true that Biafrans are all around the world. Anywhere you go, all around the world, you will see Biafrans. So I am going to greet you according to your location. To some of us now may be your midnight. To some of us now may be your early in the morning. And to some it will be exactly how it is where I am. And to some it will be midday or afternoon or evening, as it is where you are. I am greeting you according to your own time or your location, but according to my own time, I am saying a very, very wonderful morning to each and every one of you Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I want to say once again, a very, very beautiful morning to each and every one of us. As you can hear, the last track I just played says, I am original Biafra, and that is exactly what it is. We are Biafra. We are not shying away from it. We are Biafra from the get-go up until now. We are Biafra. That is exactly what it is. You know, they try all they can to make us back away. They tried all they can to make us fear what it brings to us. They try all they can to make sure they cause us to run away. They tag us terrorists. They call us all manner of names. They came with their intimidation tactics. They came with their guns and what have you. But we are still here. Do you know what? We are the original Biafra, and that is exactly what we are. They don't like it. But I am here this morning to tell you that we will still remain Biafra that we are. We are Biafrans, because that is exactly what it is, because in our veins runs Biafra. So once again, I want to say to you Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wherever you may be, wherever you are hearing my voice from or wherever you are listening from, I want to say a very beautiful and thunderous morning to each and every one of us. To some of you that are just joining us that do not know what you are listening to or where you are this morning, I want to make it clear to us, like I do it always. I want to say to us this morning that this is Radio Biafra, and on this morning we are on Breakfast Show on Radio Biafra. I also want to remind us that there are so many ways in which you can listen to Radio Biafra. It is very, very important that I put it out there. There are so many ways which you can listen to Radio Biafra. You know, like our leader have said, on this platform called Radio Biafra is where we educate ourselves. In this same platform is where we worship Almighty Chukwu Kabiyama, the Creator. Very, very important that you know that. So there are so many ways which you can listen to Radio Biafra. When you know all of these things, you can make use of it whenever you want. First thing first is go to your search engine, type in Radio Biafra. It will give you a whole lot of options which you will use to listen to Radio Biafra. And as well this morning, I am also saying that you can also go to Radio Biafra application that you can download on your phone, or you can download it on your device. Go to Radio Biafra app, or you go to IPOB community app as well. As soon as you download it, immediately you will start to listen to Radio Biafra. To those of us in motherland Biafra and those that are in Nigeria, I want to say to you that you can also listen to Radio Biafra on CHK FM, and the channel where you will get Radio Biafra is 102.1. That is exactly where you will get Radio Biafra. And I also want to remind us I also want to remind us that you can also listen to Radio Biafra on satellites. Make use of every alternative that are at your disposal. Satellite is there. Make use of it. As soon as you do that, you will listen to Radio Biafra as well. And I also want to let us know that our people are on ground and they are working tirelessly to make sure Radio Biafra spread all across Biafra land. By the time all of this thing is done, I tell you, even those outside that contraption called Nigeria will be getting Radio Biafra on their airwave, I tell you, because we are working very, very hard. And if it is that you cannot get Radio Biafra wherever you are located in Biafra or in Nigeria, as the case may be, you cannot get Radio Biafra, I want to say, please try and make use of every alternatives that are at your disposal. I tell you, time will make it possible. It is just a matter of time. Radio Biafra will saturate all around Biafra land. So once again, I want to say a beautiful, beautiful morning to each and every one of you, Biafrans. I also want to go ahead by saying to you, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, that you must be very, very alert. You must be very, very alert. Because our enemies, they are not happy. Our enemies, they are not happy, I tell you this. It is very, very important that you know. In our local adage, there is some in our local adage, it says, Onye chukwu neche, nebuzo echekwa onwe ya. I'm sure that is exactly how it's been said, but I know exactly what I'm saying, and to some of you that know exactly what I'm saying, will attest to what I am saying. That person that God Almighty is protecting, you will also get to protect yourself before God Almighty will do that He needs to do for you. And that is the reason why I'm saying it this morning, that our enemies, they are not happy. Our enemies, they are all around you. They are watching your moves. They are looking on how they can come in to strike you. Of course, you know what they come to do: to kill, pillage, destroy, rape those that they can get their hands on. That is the reason why you must pay very, very close attention in whatsoever that goes around your villages, your towns, and what have you. Very, very important that you pay attention. Because we all are in this together. They come in for everybody. Very, very important that you understand. And to those of you that have not understand yet, I'm begging God Almighty for mercy on your head, because you don't know what they are bringing to you. Take a case study on what happened in Lagos during their election. They don't look at you if you are Igbo speaking Biafra. As long as you are not their tribe, as long as you are not their tribe, when they look at you, they know you. To some of you that are deceiving yourself, calling yourself a Nigerian, as soon as they look at you, they know you. And that's some of you. To those of you that do not believe what IPOB is doing, they are confessing it with their own very mouth. This is the reason why I keep saying we all are in this together. Do not allow people to deceive you. Do not allow them to deceive you with what they are saying to you. We all are in this together. That is the reason why you must pay attention in whatsoever that happens, that goes on in your villages, in your towns. Pay very, very close attention in whatsoever movements you see, because they are coming, like our leader said. They are coming. And that is the reason why IPOB HOD has put out this inquiry line. That is the reason why I have taken it upon myself to be announcing this number every time that I have the opportunity to do so. Because it will only save the life of our people. Only if you make use of it. That is the reason why I say it will only save the life of our people if you make use of it. But if you choose not to, I tell you, if you choose not to, I don't know what else to say to you. But if you do exactly how you were told, the life of our people will be saved. They are roaming around. They are monitoring you. They are looking at what you're doing, how you are going out, how you are coming in. Why they are doing all of this thing, monitoring you, they are also planning on how to come in, how to attack. It is very, very important that you know it. They know whom to go through, those that have sold their self to the zoo. They go through them, they come in. It is your job to keep your eyes open. It is your own job to report all of this evil that you see whenever you see them. That is the reason why this number is being made available for us. And I will do everything in my power whenever I have the opportunity to announce this number. And these numbers are +1 plus, I beg your pardon, it is +614342944745. Again, +614342944745. The second line is +4177906968. Again, the second line is +4177906968. This is IPOB HOD inquiry line. Please, this line that I just gave out, make use of this line to send whatever information that you got at your disposal. Tag them properly. As soon as you do just that, justice will be done on that you send the message across for. And to those of you that want to make inquiry, please, this is the line to use to make whatever inquiry that you need to make. It is very, very important that you do them. It is very, very important, I tell you, that you do them. Onye Chukwu neche, nechekwa onwe ya mgbe dum. This is exactly how I am going to leave it. I want to say once again, very, very wonderful morning to each and every one of you. And I am welcoming each and every one of us to this wonderful program this morning. Breakfast show on Radio Biafra. And I say, welcome to this wonderful program this morning. I'm going to go straight into what I have this morning. But before I go any further, I want to say this. Or should I say, I want to ask a question. I want to ask Nigerian government, Why are they still holding our leader? Why are they still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? Why are you still holding this man that has done nothing to you? Why are you still holding him? Is it because he is an Igbo man, or is it because he is a Biafra man? What is it exactly that warrants you holding him up until this time? Why have you not released him against your own court's order on behalf of this man? Why have you refused to continue to hold him? It is a question that I'm asking the Nigerian government need to answer. Why are they holding our leader? I also want to ask, is it because you want to protect those politicians from Biafra extraction that contributed money to extraordinary rendited our leader to Nigeria, from Kenya to Nigeria? Is it what it is? Are you trying to cover those that contributed money to go and bring our leader back from Kenya to Nigeria? Or are you holding our leader because he is asking for his people to be left alone? Or are you asking, no, are you holding our leader because he called Nigeria a zoo? You know, I am just asking a question. It is left for them to say what is it exactly. Because this question that I am asking, there are so many people that are supposed to do this, but they refuse not to do it. They have resulted not to do it. Rather, they have resulted in dining and whining with the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. And that is the reason why I have come up with this question this morning. Why are you not letting this man go? Why are you not letting him go? Because he is a free man. You are holding him against his own will. You are tormenting him psychologically. You are tormenting him emotionally. Physically, you are tormenting him. The place you put this man, for how long this man don't come out? He is in a shadow, in a place where he cannot communicate with no one. Do you know what that can do to a human being? Your court has given an order for you to release him. Your court has given an order to release him. Time after time after time. And he was awarded huge sum of money for compensation. But all of that, you've not done it. But Nigerian government claim that they are democracy. Your court also says that no court in the zoo in Nigeria can be able to hear the case of our leader. No court in that country can be able to hear the case of our leader. My question is, why are you still holding him? Is it because he is a Biafran? Is it because he is an Igbo man? Is it because he said Nigeria is a zoo? What exactly are you holding him for? Why are you holding him for? Now let me say this. Let me add to what I've said before. According to the zoo, according to Nigerian government, if they release him, he's going to be an obstacle to their so-called election. But today, as I speak to you, your so-called presidential election have come and gone. Your, what did they call it? Gobru. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. They said it's Gobru what? Your governorship election has come and gone. So, why are you still holding him? Why are you still holding an innocent man? Why have you chosen not to let this man go? Why have you chosen to kill this man silently? This man is very, very ill. This man is having internal issue. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, he is having internal issue. He has ailments that need to be taken care of. What do? You look for a quagmire chemist man that will give Orochok. That is exactly what it is. In the name of medication. I am asking this question, and I'm hoping that you're going to give answer to it. The man that you're holding is the leader of over 70 million people. Very, very important that you know that. The man that you are holding is a leader of over 70 million people. Very, very important that you know that. Very, very important that you know that. You said you want to hold him until your election is done. But today your election has come. Your election has gone. But you're still holding him. When Biafrans come out to protest through your puppets in so-called governor, you massacre them. Recently, that is exactly what happened. To be precise, in Abia State. They came out to protest, to ask Nigerian government to release our leader. You massacred them. Many were killed, many were injured. What did Nigerian say? What did Nigerian government say about it? Absolute silence. Absolute silence. Like it has been from the get-go. You're holding their leader. And they are asking you for you to let their leader go. They are protesting for you to let their leader go. What did you do? Through your puppets, you massacre them. Because for you, for Nigerian governments, Biafran people doesn't mean anything to them. Biafran lives do not matter to you. It doesn't mean nothing to you. But we are still asking. And I am still putting it out there. If truly, 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 Biafran life do not matter to you. If truly, 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 that Biafran people does not matter to you, my question is, why do you insist that you want to have us in that country called Nigeria? Why do you insist in keeping us in that country called Nigeria? And why are you holding our leader? the great leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Why are you holding him? As a matter of fact, I just also want to put it out for you to see, because when you say this, people don't understand it. When Biafran people are killed, nothing will be done about it. But when something happens to other people, they will shed a light on it. Just because they are raising the banner of one Nigeria. Let us go to this news. This news was published on Punch newspaper. That is where I saw it. It says here on the headline, the protesters' death, Rivers APC kick as police invite governor candidates. If you will understand what this news is, you will get to understand that this person is not even their so-called governor. But the typical way that the zoo do their things, it is to, to punish this man. According to them, according to the title here, says governor candidate. That is to say, he is not yet to govern, but he is a candidate that run for the governorship election. If I am to say it exactly how it is, APC, the same APC that is killing our people, has turned around because they want to fight against their political opponents. The same APC that is destroying the life of Biafran people, they have turned around to kick against this man. According to them, they kill people. Let me read one or two paragraphs so that we will understand exactly what is being said here, because some people will not understand what I am trying to say or paint. Here it says, the Rivers State Police Command on Tuesday invite the governorship candidates of all Progressive Congress, Tony Cole, for questioning over the death of People's Democratic Party supporter who was alleged shot during the protest in Port Harcourt on Monday. Supporters of the PDP and PDP has protested at the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission along Aba Road on Monday, demanding a joint inspection of documents used for the March 18th governorship election, but the protest turned violent. I'm going to leave it here. You can see how they detail what they are writing. You can see, because the reason why I am reading it out is that you will understand. You can see how they detailed it. It was very, very detailed. I just read only 2 paragraphs because I don't want to go all the way. You can see how it was detailed. It is in between APC and PDP. Now they are dragging themselves for who kill and who do not kill, because they are asking a question about their so-called election. What about the killing of IPOB? This is just recently. The killing of IPOB that were protesting for our leader Mazi Nnamdi. Did you see anybody invite anybody? Did you see anybody condemning what is happening? Did you see them do it? The answer is no. Absolutely no. The reason that they will give you is because they had a gunshot, according to what I saw in their newspaper. They have a gunshot. They had a gunshot somewhere. That is the reason why they opened fire. What about those that call themselves military that came in to shoot and destroy the life of our people? Has anything been done to them? Rather, they will get promotion. Like it is sworn in and PDP, inviting the governorship candidates for questioning. Why wouldn't they do the same on the same people that massacre Biafran people? It tells you that we are not wanted. It tells you that we are not one of them and we are not Nigeria. But they keep holding us in order to survive. They keep holding us in that zoo so that they can be able to receive fresh air. Keep holding us in order to survive. They keep holding us in that zoo so that they can be able to receive fresh air. In us in order to survive. They keep holding us in that zoo so that they can be able to receive fresh air. But I know under the watch of Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Have anybody invited Okezie Ikpeazu for questioning? And they will tell you he have immunity. This is exactly what you will hear. He have immunity. Don't question him. This was just recently on the 31st of March 2023, our people were massacred. Let us go into the news. It says on Friday, the 31st of March 2023, massacre of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB peaceful protesters by the Nigerian Joint Force under the command of Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu is a sin I know will not go unpunished. Members of the Biafran restoration movement that march in their thousands on the streets of Aba, demanding the immediate release of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, were gruesomely murdered by the trigger. Happy Nigerian security without any provocation. This is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. As seen through all social media platforms, those IPOB members march peacefully, chanting songs of freedom in solidarity with their detained leader, demanding that he be unconditionally released according to the court's order. As protesters was ongoing, there were sights of motorists going their ways with no signs of disruption. People in their residence were as well sighted, hailing the protesters in solidarity for the release of the illegal and continued detention of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The protesters were seen rally organized in a way it will not be accused of breaching law and order. In fact, it was a model of protest that look absolutely different in the history of protests in the whole Africa. As it's related, peacefulness and activity. All right. Peacefulness and civility Those sites were testaments to the fact that the protest was indeed never meant for any ugly reason. This one as well was well detailed. This is the reason why I am reading it. This is the reason why I am reading it out to you. And recall that IPOB have demonstrated on several occasions to be a civil, peaceful, and unwavering, maintaining the stand in non-violent approach to Biafra freedom, never have the movement's option for gun confrontation against her oppressor, or have they breached any law or order, irrespective of how the Nigerian state and her agents have continued pushing them to the wall. Those and more are why it is really an opinion of a Kanu for the governor of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, to subject himself as a tool for Fulani agents. His own people, he swore an oath to protect. It is sad indeed and pathetic that someone of his caliber, who knows the danger of touching or torturing touching the tail of a sleeping lion, could have allowed himself to be manipulated into drawing the battle line with large IPOB family. I'm going to just stop it here. As you can see, this is very, very detailed. The reason why I'm reading it out, because what the zoo is doing, it is something that no man want to keep silent about. But in all that they are doing, we maintain our peaceful approach. The question that I'm asking right now is, Biafran come out in a large mass to protest of their leader. You shot them, you killed them. With their so-called election, according to them, people were killed. People were killed. I don't know how many, which I don't want to go looking for. Because of their so-called election. The election that they manipulated, the election that they have pre-selected before the election day. And they kill people. And in between their so-called party, APC and PDP. Now they are dragging somebody. What about Biafran people? That is the question that I'm asking. Will they do anything about it? The answer is no. And the question for the day is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in a dungeon going to 2 years now. And your courts, the courts in Nigeria, have discharged and acquitted our leader. Discharged and acquitted the great leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Why are you still holding him? Is the question. Is it because he is an Igbo man? Is it because he is a Biafran man? Is it because he said Nigeria is a zoo? You need to tell us what is it exactly. Maybe it's because he said Nigeria is a zoo. Then if Nigeria is not a zoo, you as well come out and tell your so-called Nigerians the reason why Nigeria is not a zoo. Our leader has nothing wrong. According to you, you say Nigeria is democracy. You must allow this democracy to prevail. Allow this your so-called democracy to prevail. Our people came out to protest because of our leader. What are they asking for? What are they asking for? These are the things that you don't hear in their so-called media. These are the things you don't hear in their media. But this morning, I want to read it out. What they are asking for. I want to read it out exactly what these protesters are asking for. What the protesters are asking for is, if I may target this morning, because that is exactly what it's supposed to be, a message to Nigerian government. That is the title. A message to Nigerian government. Or should I say, a message from IPOB to Nigerian government. A message from indigenous people of Biafra to Nigerian government. 1. Obey your court's order that discharged and acquitted our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unconditionally. Obey that. That is the first one. The second one is conduct a referendum for Biafra exit from Nigeria. That is the only thing. That is the only two things that we are asking for. If you think that this your Nigeria is so popular, like our leader has put it to you, conduct a referendum. If you win, then we'll continue. Then if not, we win, we go our separate way, our separate ways. Conduct this referendum that will be supervised by United Nations. You know, the zoo is very, very sophisticated, if I may say so. They are somehow sophisticated. You know, I was listening to them when they were saying something concerning the UN that is coming to the zoo. You know, these people, they know, they have intelligence, they know what is going on. What they are saying concerning the United Nations that you see in the zoo was that Nigerian government is contributing, and so what? Is contributing to their troops. What we are saying to the zoo is conduct referendum so that Biafran people will decide their fate. This is the message and the question that I bring this morning to the zoo government, which is Nigerian government. It is very, very important that you do all of these things that we are asking before it is too late. For Biafran people this morning, I want to say Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We must understand that what is happening right now is, if I may say, it is not something new. But to us as a people, it is new to us because it has not happened to us the way it is unfolding right now. But if I may put it to us this way, what is happening or what we are seeing unfolding itself today in the life of Biafran people and in Biafran land, it is not a new thing. And that is the reason why I want to say to us, in every single thing that happens, Chukwu Kikabiama knows about it. In every single thing that is happening on this earth, he knows about it and he knows why it is happening. And that is the reason why I want to draw us back to the things that our leader have said. He said, Biafra that we are pursuing is very much important than every other thing that you can think of. This Biafra that we are talking about, this Biafra that we are discussing is very, very important, more than every other things that you can think of this very morning. Your businesses may be very, very important to you. All of those lifestyle that you want to live may be very, very important to you. And so many other things that you're pursuing may be very, very important to you. But I want to tell you this. Without Biafra, you cannot live to enjoy. You cannot live to enjoy those things that you're pursuing. Those things that you're working very hard for, you cannot live to enjoy it. But when you have Biafra, you will enjoy every single thing that you work hard for. That is the reason why he said Biafra that we are pursuing is the kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama here on earth. When you have Biafra, no one will pursue you to kill you. When you have Biafra, you have your peace of mind. You have your freedom. And all that Chukwu Okike Abiama has given to you, you will enjoy it. Because he created this world and he gave you choice. And we must use our choice to bring down this kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama that is about to come. Like our leader said, Biafra that we are pursuing is the kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama here on earth. And I say to us, we are human beings. We will live. We will die. But the kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama will remain for everlasting to everlasting. And on this note, I want you to join me and bow down your head this morning as we pray. As we pray and commit our proceedings into the hands of Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiama. For Him Almighty to come and take control. Guide our utterances in the rest of this program. As we do that, like always, I am going to go to the prophet himself, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwu Okike Abiama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, nna anyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit. because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain the blessed day. Believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. By in the end, we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shek, Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, Humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafra not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, we honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening understand what we are doing, but there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachuku, the child of heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because
Announcement. This year's Passover comes up from evening of Wednesday, 5th of April to evening of Wednesday, 12th of April 2023 for IPOB/Biafrans worldwide. The theme is, "And the Lord said unto Nnamdi Kanu, This day have I rolled away the reproach of Nigeria from off you." Taken from Joshua chapter 5 verse 9a. from King James Version in our usual Biafra way. No fasting is involved because it's a Lord's feast. Details of the breakdown of this program will be reached on IPOB platforms on social media. All glory to Chukwu Okike Abiama pụrụ ime ihe niile, who has delivered us from bondage and has given us victory over all our enemies. Ise, prepared by Evangelist Uzako Agnes Nwokike, Archbishop David Benedict, Pastor Eberechukwu William. Shalom, ụmụ Chineke.
Is not
to hear that you were gone.
We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten.
This is Radio Biafra Middle East. We are on breakfast, and Biafra is rising.
The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a cruel world spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwu Abiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish.
This is Radio Biafra Middle East. We are on breakfast, and Biafra is rising.
Chaplain, how the IP will be worldwide. It's Simali. Man on the beat. When I see I feel crying. It's time to let him go. Biafra freedom, Biafra freedom. Time to go. Oh, I see how the poor die every day. Oh, I see, yeah, rise the sunshine upon the air. Oh, I see, yeah. Freedom for the Biafra. Oh, I see freedom for the Biafra. Is the year for GP. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million Biafrans. Yeah, lying on the sea, never see death We have been seeing dead, we have been feeling bad, we have been feeling sad. The vaccine days, we have been seeing dead, we have been feeling sad, we have been feeling bad. I see them blind, they keep mood and they want them to shoot us. Can't you see the blood? Now listen, it's Biafra o'clock. We decide to go. Holla freedom, freedom till the rising sun. Freedom, 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 freedom. Holla freedom till the rising sun. Freedom, 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 freedom. Oh yeah, yeah. I see how the poor die every day. Oh, I see, yeah, as the sun shining upon the air. Oh, I see, yeah, freedom, Biafra. Oh, I see, freedom for the Biafra. Brother Fish all I wish my friends and family. Make you join me sing. Omuchuku stand to go. Oh yeah. Arochuku can see jet. It's now. Jah bless, Jah bless the rising sun. If a man's front to climb the man Zion. But inside the Jah kingdom. In Biafra. I see them blind, they keep mood and they want them enemy. Cause can't you see the blood? Ever see this? We have been feeling dead, we have been feeling bad, we have been feeling sad. Ever see this? We have been feeling bad, we have been feeling bad.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. A very, very wonderful morning to each and every one of you, Biafrans, wherever you are hearing my voice from or listening from this morning. I want to say a very, very wonderful morning to each and every one of us. All right, let us go to their newspaper. Let us go to the newspaper in this see what is making headline. Let us see what is making headline in the Zoo newspaper. All right, I have this one in front of me. Let us go and see what is making headline. All right, this one in front of me say, we don't encourage anyone to leave Lagos order during census. You know, their election has come to an end. You know, they are looking to do another one, all in the bid to do what? All in the bid to undermine the question that we are asking. All in the bid to tell us that Biafra is no longer a thing. We will keep on tell them because Biafra is here already. All right, they are telling you that they don't want you to leave Lagos. You know, like in that their election, they have seen that Biafrans are in numbers. You know, according to our brother said, we outnumber them. They have seen that we have numbered them in their numbers. You know, they want to count and know how many. You know, since Boko Haram have been killing, it seems like the killing of Boko Haram is killing them more instead of us. You know, now they want to count to see how many, to see if they can, increase the number of Boko Haram to see if they can deplete the population of Biafran people. This is exactly what it is. Let us go to their newspaper and read what they are saying. They don't want you to leave Lagos to your place. to your villages for census. They want you to stay in Lagos so that they will count you in Lagos. When it comes the time to do some certain things, they will remind you that you are not from that place that you are resident or you are residing. They will remind you that you are not. You are not a northerner, you are not a Yoruba man, you are a Biafra, you need to go back to your Biafra. But now they are telling you that they are not advising you. They are not advising you to leave Lagos. Let us go to the main news and see what they are saying. According to this publication, I am reading on Icon News. Let me see if I can see the day it was published. I am looking for the dates this news was published. All right, I cannot see the date. All right, let me go on. Maybe I will find it later. All right. According to this publication, all right, this was published on the 3rd of April 2023. 3rd of April 2023. That is to say, just yesterday it was published. This news was published just yesterday. It says, according to this publication, and the title says, "We don't encourage anyone to leave Lagos orders during census." NPC. NPC is dishing out this. NPC. Their name is NPC. I don't know what they mean. All right, let us continue. It says, with 1 month away from national population census, Mr. Oyetunji said the need for accurate information is vital. You know, it is only in Nigeria from since how long I know, up until now, they are still doing census. In a developed world, there is nothing like census. You know, they have what is called database. As a day that a child was born, that day he is going into the system. He is going into the database. But here in the zoo, from year to year, census from year to, in order to help them to manipulate the number and give out whatever number they want to give in the favor of Fulanis. This is the reason why they are doing it. This is the reason why they are doing, every time they want to do census, 4 years or 5 years, I don't know how many years they do it, they want to do census. And in this period of this census, I remember the last census, I remember how people suffer because they shut everything down. Some people, you know, there are people, let me be specific. Lagos, there are people that is to say, any day they don't go out to work or to go out to do whatever their business is, they will not eat that day and the next day. But they shut everything down. I tell you, people were suffering. All of these things, they don't care. All they care about is to do whatever they want to do. But people are suffering. Let us continue with this news. It says, with 1 month away from the national population census, Mr. Oyetunji said the need for accurate information is vital for effective planning, and movements will affect the coalition. According to the United Nations Population Agency, UNFPA, Nigerian population is estimated to be 216 million, and projection estimated the nation population could hit 400 million by the year 2050. With 1 month away from the national population census, Mr. Oyetunji said the need for accurate information is vital for effective planning, and movements will affect the coalition. We don't encourage anyone to move away. The census estimate is to collect information from planning purposes and to provide amenities for infrastructure. You have the accurate information of the people in the area. A census is not a census except everyone is counted, and that is our cardinal objective, to ensure that everyone is counted once and in the right place. A census must have universality for it to be a census. Every part of the country must be covered, and that is our intention, he said this during a live appearance at Channel Television breakfast show Sunrise Daily on Monday. The chairman also noted that the transparency of the assesses will be able to counter misconception and distrust, adding that it will foster the development of the government for the people. The census is not how many we are. The census primarily is to give the basis that will help any administration to provide a better quality of life for the people, and to do that, a government require information, not just about how many persons they are. What are their needs? What are their needs? What is their present status? A new administration requires data to plan, to succeed, to start. You need a blueprint of what people ought to administrate, where they are, how many they are, and what they require. Ideally, that is what we should start with. He also stated that the act of citizen designing their residence to elsewhere would defect the census process. It's counterproductive to leave your place and go to your village. It won't help, because the appropriate development planning that should be made for you where you are would not then be made. Eyotoye also noted that the census process was not aimed at distorting the election outcome, but at achieving its objectives. Because of our please forgive me. Let me just put one or two things together. It says here, because of our all right. It is not too surprising that people would want to read the meaning. We ensure that we insulted the census process from the election process. This is why we had to wait until after the last election, just to ensure that nobody says that the plan is to use the of the census to influence the outcome of the election. The election have been conducted and concluded, and then the census is coming. He enjoined the Nigerians not to distort the process through traveling, adding that it would curb the criminalization of census. Don't make effort to go elsewhere. You go to school where you are. You use water where you are. You use water where you are. You go to school where you are. You participate in the economy activity where you are, and all that information we want to collect during the census so that it can enable the administration. All right. As you can see what is being said on this, they have given you the meaning or the reason why they want to do what they want to do. They have given you the reason why they want to do. Like on the last line that I read, you use water where you are, you go to school where you are, you do this where you are. So that is the reason why they are doing the census. I don't know how to put it out to you again, but to every right sense or in a brain of every right thinking human being, you must understand what this census is all about. You must understand what they are doing with this census. And on the other hand side, those that are pushing it, they know exactly what they are doing. If you will go back to the history with their census, as soon as they are done with it, they will inflate their own number. When they do that, they know what to tell you. They know exactly what to tell you. And that is the reason why Biafrans, this time, we already know what they're doing. We already know how they do their. This is the time we must think for ourselves. This is the time we must think for ourselves. Do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. I'm not going to add any other thing to it, but you already know. You already know what is coming. As it is that when they come to kill you, they will not say anything. They will not even ask question. Let me just put it this way. On the eve of this their so-called census, they will go to one village in Biafra land and they will massacre all of these people. All of these people that they massacre is minus. They will never count them to their census. After everything, it is going to be plus and minus. They will say to you, you are now minority, like it has always been. Your number is below 100, so therefore you have no say. They already told you that you are just how many Igbo states? Just 5 Igbo states. But when you look at it properly, you will see that even though they are saying just 5 Igbo states, just that only one state is, one state, the number of Biafra in one state is that of that Fulanese. is greater than that number of Fulanis. But they will cover it up. They know why they are doing what they're doing. But that is what I'm saying is, you must think for yourself. For the fact that I am saying exactly how I'm saying it, I also want you to think for yourself. Think about the things I have not said. This is exactly how to think for yourself. For the fact that I am saying A, you think about what is before A and think about what is after A. By so doing, you will cover so many ground. They have succeeded in making us to think like stupid people. But our leader have come to make us to open up our brain, to think for our own self. And that is what we must continue to do. I tell you, when you start to think that way, they will never like it. They don't like it that you're asking questions. They don't like it that we are asking questions. All they care about is to renew their mandate. All they care about is to force that thing that they want to force on you, to force it down your throat. It doesn't matter if you're alive. It doesn't matter if you're dead. It doesn't matter if it is good for you. It doesn't matter if it is good for your family. It doesn't matter if that thing will extinguish the life of the whole people where they are doing what they're doing. As you can see, on this, their so-called census, they have given you the reason why they want to do their census. They want to count you to know how many houses that they can be able to build. Now ask yourself a question. In a normal society, is it how it's supposed to be? Now I just want to give us, let me just give us an example. Over here where I am in the state of Israel, if you will just come here and see for yourself, every day they are building new houses. They every day, as for how long they've been doing it. Every day, if you go to different city, they are building houses. But the zoo is telling you that they want to count you to be able to create infrastructure for you. According to what I read, this is exactly what they are saying. If they do the census, then it will enable the new government. Now, let us put it this way. Listen to this. Here in Israel, the things that is in place under BB before when he was a prime minister, the things that are in place in his tenure keep on running down. The coming of another prime minister do not stop those things that is going on. None of those prime ministers that came in after BB, he came back again. None of them stop all of these things that is going on. Everything keep going. It's just like automatic machine that is put in place. Everything is going on smoothly. As soon as they put up something, for example, building of infrastructure, the resignation of any prime minister or coming of new prime minister will never stop it. Only in the zoo, they will tell you otherwise. They want to count you to be able to provide water for you, to be able to provide for you infrastructure. Shame on the zoo. Shame, big shame. Very, very big shame. Let us go to the next one to see what we have here on their newspaper. In the newspaper, like I said, we are reading from Nigerian newspaper. Let us go to this one. This one here I saw on Punch newspaper. It says, why 2023 election is credible. This is what Lai Mohammed is saying. He's giving you the reason why 2023 election is credible. Lai Mohammed. You all know who this Lai Mohammed is. You know, when we keep on exposing the zoo, people don't understand why we do that. But we know what we are doing because these people, they are full of lies. like our leader have pointed out, like our leader have told us or pointed out, the only thing that is destroying the zoo that you know today, it is only two things. It is lie and it is deceit. They cannot do without two of those words that I just mentioned. And they will destroy themselves. After this shambolic selection that they've done, this shameless man, this shameless Lai Mohammed has come out to tell you that why 2023 election is credible. We'll go to this news and we'll read it out exactly how he said it. Mind you that this news was published on the 4th of April, which is just yesterday. It was published on the 4th of April, 2023. Let us go to the news and see what this news is saying. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has said that the President's Major General, Muhammad Buhari, has delivered on his pledge to leave behind legacy of free and fair and credible election through the conduct of 2023 coup. Mohammed stated, the name is short, Lai Mohammed, the man that lies so much. Lai Mohammed stated this in Washington, D.C. during his official engagement with some international media organization. He added that Buhari lost his state during the presidential election to the People's Democratic Party, and the President-elect Bola Tinubu also lost his state, Lagos, to Labour Party, which was enough proof that the election were credible. As you can see, the only reason that this man is giving to you that your so-called Buhari lost his state, Katsina, and Jagaban, the drug dealer, lost Lagos. This is the proof that Lai Mohammed is giving that the election 2023 was credible. We'll continue. The minister is in Washington to engage with the international media organization and think tank on the just conclude 2023 poll. He had so far engaged respectively with the Washington Post, Voice of America, Association Press, and Foreign Public Magazine. The minister said the fulfillment of the president's pledge to restore sanity to the electoral process, he revealed that he would not confer a special advantage on any political party, including the ruling or progressive Congress, during the election. He said during the past election, the president ensured that nobody used the security agency to rig the election in his favor, but create a level playing ground for the election to take place. Proof of the resolution is that the president party lost the president-elect. All right. Let me start it from beginning. It says the proof of this resolution is that the president party lost the presidential election in Katsina, home state. Equally, the president-elect Bola Tinubu lost his state, Lagos, while the chairman of the party, Abdullahi Adamu, lost his Nasarawa state to the Labour Party. The Director General of the campaign organization of our party, also lost the PDP Plateau State. Nothing gave this election more credence than those facts, because there was no rigging in the states where our big wins come from, he said. The minister added that APC lost the 4 states with the highest number of votes in the election: Katsina, Kanu, Kaduna, and Lagos, even when they were ruling party controlled states. Mohammed said the allegation of fraud being banded by the opposition and Nayasas did not add up. According to the minister, the controversy was generated because of the inability of INEC to upload the results of the presidential election in real times. He said the controversy was absolutely unnecessary through it had been the outcome of the agreements of the Nayasasri. I don't know what this word is. That election were flowed. INEC has come under fire over its inability to upload results immediately on its results viewing reports during the presidential and National Assembly election held on February 25th. Mohammed, however, said the conclusion by the opposition and analysis this word is not analysis, this word is Nayasasias, was based on ignorance of the role and function in IRIFs. He said IRIFs, a platform whereby election results at the polling level are uploaded, was not a tool for coalition of election or transmits results electoral recall. Under our laws today, management of election results is manual, and the court has ruled that INEC has the exclusive right to determine the mode of election. It is coalition and transmission. What happened on the 25th of February was that INEC observed that the result of the presidential election were not being viewed. All right. If I'm to tell you, or if I'm to tell us one thing that I take out from this, according to them, according to what this man is saying, let me go back and read it back. According to what this man is saying, their election, whatever model or mode, is manual. I don't know if you understand that. So many people today are jumping up. Why the result is not uploaded? That is not what you're supposed to be asking. That is to say, Nigerian government is very, very good in what they are doing. They are telling you, look at this, but behind you they are doing something else. Lai Mohammed has told you that they are still operating manually. But, they bring you machines. You're looking at the machine. That is the reason why IPOB told you from get-go they have selected themselves before this election. All they want is for the world to see all the drama that will come out from this election day. Lai Mohammed had told you, based on their court ruling, that they are still operating manually. To those of you that do not understand it, that is to say, they can pick whatever number they pick from the polling unit and add. It is manual. It is not what you are thinking. That is the reason why, with all that you see on social media, on how they are rigging, on how they refuse not to upload, did anything come out of it? Lai Mohammed has told you what he needs to told you, or he is supposed to tell you. Let us go through this line again so that you understand. He say, under our laws, this is Lai Mohammed saying, under Nigerian laws today, management of election result is manual. That settles it. Now, do you understand it? Now, if I will ask a question, based on this that is being said on this right now, if I'm to ask a question, if election process, or according to their own law, is still manual, then why do they bring out the beavers? Why do they bring out the machines? It's supposed to be done like it has been, I don't know, just make a telephone call and say, here is the number is just 1 or 2. But the reason why they give you all of these things, you focus on all of those things, because they know that they will put your attention here while they are working on something else. When they rig it, they will tell you, this is what it is. As you can see it, to some of you that will not believe what I'm saying, you can go to the Punch News. This is where I'm reading it from. Go to Punch newspaper. This news was just published yesterday, the 4th of April, 2023. This is where I'm reading. According to I think second paragraph before you get to the almost in the middle of this news that I'm reading. It says, under our laws today, management of election result is manual, and the court has ruled that INEC has the exclusive right to determine the mood of election. Are you understanding what they are saying? Now, do you see that's what IPOB said long time ago is the right thing to say? It's just like they know everything. No wonder our leader says, if you keep on shouting for one Nigeria, you will die. People don't understand it. People don't want to believe it. People don't want to believe it. Let me put it out there one more time. Under the law today, management of election result is manual, and the court has ruled that INEC has the exclusive right to determine the mood of election. It is collection and transmission. That's put an end to this one. With this that I just read about what Muhammad Buhari says, one, the reason why he is giving the reason why he said the election is credible is because Jagaban lost Lagos State. Tinubu, he is Tinubu the Jagaban, and Muhammad Buhari lost his own state. This is the reason why election is credible. And he went further to tell you that according to Nigerian law today, all their modes of superendos is manual. I just rest my case there. Let us go to the next one that I have in front of me to see what else we have. Here, this one I have here says, Nigeria not under threats. Military explain. UN vehicle equipment in Benin. Let us go to this one real quick and see what it is saying. But before I go any further, I also want to see the day this news was published. This news was published just yesterday, 4th day of April 2023. Let us go straight into it and see what we can get from this news. Before I go any further, on social media there is video of the United Nation peacekeeping group or peacekeeping military moving with their equipment into Benin, and this is the response from the military explaining the UN vehicle and equipment that people see. Let us go to the news very, very quick and see what we can see or what we can bring from this news. It says the Nigerian Defense Headquarters has reacted to the video on social media showing the presence of the United Nations fighting vehicle and equipment in Benin, Edo State. A statement on Tuesday by Acting Director Defense Information Brigade General Tuko Gusu said the sighting has caused insurrection and panic. He, however, clarified that Nigeria is contributing troops to the United Nations peacekeeping, the most recent being the United Nations Interim Society Force for Abiyu. All right. Let me take it one more time. He says, however, clarify that Nigeria is contributing troops to United Nations peacekeeping, the most recent being United Nations Interim Security Force for Abiy in the southern Sudan, Southern Sudan, Gusu, classified. The spokesperson notes that the mission is commanded by the Nigerian Major General Benjamin Olufemi. Sworie, saying the UN doesn't have its own troops. The world body, he explained, usually enter into the agreements with country to provide their personnel and equipment for operation in its various missions. The vehicle and equipment paints in UN color are being moved through the Wari parts for movement to the mission area in southern Sudan to join our troops induct into UNISFA last month, Guzo said. The DHO assured Nigerians that the country is not under any threats that will warrant the deployment of United Nations troops into her soil. All right, this is the news about this. According to them, or according to what that man have said there, you see, they are still denying it that Nigeria is not in any turmoil state, or Nigeria is not in any state that will warrant the United Nations to send down their troops to their own soil, according to him there. But time will tell. We will see. As time goes on, we will know if what they are saying is truth. Right. I also want to look at another one that I have in front of me, All right, let me go for a short break. Let me go for a very, very short break. I will be back. Please do not go away.
Jobless. How the IP will be worldwide. It's Simali. Alright. See man on the beat. When I see, I feel like crying. It's time to let him go. It's Biafra freedom. 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 Biafra freedom. Time to go. I see how the poor die every day. Oh, I see, yeah, rise the sunshine. Oh, I see, yeah, freedom for the Biafra. Oh, I see, freedom for the Biafra.
All right, welcome back. All right, I have this one in front of me. Let us look into it very, very quick. This one say Nigerian security for peace mission in the southeast closely alarmed. All right. Nigerian security force not on peace mission in the southeast. Let us go into this one and see what it is saying. Here it says the coalition of Southeast Youth Leader Koseli have raised alarm over the senseless massacre of unarmed indigenous people of Biafra IP by the joint team of Nigerian Armed Force on the 31st of March 2023. The member of the indigenous people stormed of Abia State in a peaceful protest against the continued illegal detention of the IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom the Nigerian government have refused to obey court order over his case, including the order of the Abuja Appeal Court that discharged and acquitted him on 31st of October 2022. Goodluck Ibe. According to Mr. Goodluck Ibem, the President General of the Pan-Igbo Socio-Political Group in the press statement published, the act is wicked, barbaric, and lawlessness in the highest order. Mr. Goodluck further states that the true intent behind the series of military operations launched by the Nigerian peaceful region has become clear. The statement read, unlawful killing of 5 innocent Igbo who were white and white as a sign of peace while protesting peaceful without any threat to live and prosperity show that the army and security agency deployed to the southeast are not a mission to maintain peace but to kill innocent, law-abiding citizens of Southeast. There is nowhere in the world where armed protesters wearing white and white are killed for being peaceful in their conduct. The evil and wickedness, killing of 5 innocent Igbo is more than meets eye. All right, let me take it from the beginning of this paragraph. It says, there is nowhere in the world where armless protesters wearing white and white are killed for being peaceful in their conduct. The evil and the wicked killing of 5 innocent Igbo is more than meets the eye. This means that the serious plan to hate Igbo race who have done nothing wrong. Of the law that has power to give order for execution of any offender. He also called on the international communities and the United Nations to truly investigate the excesses of the Nigerian security force against the indigenous people of Southeast Nigeria, saying to be an Igbo by origin has almost become an offense, punishable by death. What happened today, the 31st of March 2023, where innocent persons were butchered in broad daylight, is a genocide of the highest order. We condemn and for the immediate arrest, sack, and prosecution of those security agencies who assassinate those innocent Igbo today. The law must take its full course. The same military officer have never for once arrested or gone down any Fulani terrorists and jihadists killing innocent Nigerians on the daily basis. Their guns and bullets are even when they see innocent people. He concludes. IPOB, in a press statement by Comrade Ima Powerful, here Comrade Ima Powerful, her media and publicity secretary, suggests that the number of deaths and abduction were concealed and reported. The statements assert that over 50 people were massacred while around 30 sustained very severe injury, bullet injury, with dozens abducted by Nigerian security force. We say they have been able to retrieve the dead body of only 3 dead victims, as the Nigerian security force carry most of the lifeless body in a bid to cover up the evidence that may implicate their atrocity. However, IPOB maintain that those who commit those barbaric acts will surely be made to face their full mind of justice at the appointed time. All right, this is exactly what I have on this one. It is very, very important. This news to some may be very, very old, but it is very, very important that I put it out there. And I'm also saying kudos to whomever that come out. Yes, I know that I see the group of people that give out this. It is very, very important that they continue to do this, and each and every one of us continue to do this. It is very, very clear to each and every one of them right now that we as a people, they have mapped us out for destruction. Now that you have known this, if you keep your mouth mute, as soon as they finish with those that they come for, which is the indigenous people of the next is you. The better you open your mouth and condemn the evil, the better it is going to be for each and every one of us. Now I am going to go straight. I'm going to go straight to read out the press release that IPOB released just yesterday, the 4th day of April 2023. This press release was just released just yesterday because the killing of our people cannot longer allow to take place in the zoo. We all know what the zoo are doing. Their plan is to come in to kill, destroy, kill as many as they want to, as many as they can. And on top of it, they are bringing you census to count you to know how many that they have killed. Last time they did census, they know the number they have. But now they are coming to count to see if they have succeeded in reducing your population. But I want to go to IPOB press release that was just released just yesterday, the 4th day of April 2023. Let us go straight into it. Here it says about Black Friday massacre of IPOB and Biafrans, another provocation from Nigerian government and her murderous security agents, IPOB. The global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to give expression to our anger and rage over the continued reoccurring killing of Biafrans by the Nigerian security force. Friday, the 31st March 2023 was a Black Friday at Aba, Abia State, when Trigger Happy Nigerian Joint Military, police and DSS officers massacre Biafra who were peacefully protesting and calling for the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has continued to be illegal detained in DSS solitary confinement in Abuja since June 2021, despite being set free by a court of competent jurisdiction, the Nigerian Court of Appeal. The world must take notice of this atrocity of the massacre of unarmed peaceful protesters. We want the Institute of Economic and Peace, IEP, U.S. Department of State, UK Home Office, and other foreign interest parties who have been eager to designate IPOB as a terrorist group to see the manner in which Nigerian government and her murderous security agencies have been murdering IPOB members in cold blood. The Nigerian government and its security agencies are the real terrorists and terrorist emblem who have been provoking IPOB and will at the same time lobby the world to designate the peaceful IPOB as a violent movement. There were more than 50 people murdered during the peaceful protests. Many of the dead victims of the unprovoked barbarism were taken away by the police in Abia State in the efforts to hide their crime. Only 3 dead bodies have been recovered. Those far will the Nigerian government. How far will the Nigerian government and her security agencies, especially police, carrying others away? There are many protesters still missing. Well, over 30 protesters sustained various degrees of live bullets wound. This particular press statements on the killing, injuring, and abducting of peaceful Biafrans protesters in Aba is to let the world bear us witness that IPOB is not aggressors and has never been at the Nigerian government will corruptly lobby and financially induce countries and all right, please hold on for me. All right, let me take it from this paragraph again. It says, this particular press statement on the killing, injuring, and abduction of peaceful Biafrans protesters in Aba is said to let the world bear us witness that IPOB is not the aggressors and has never been, as the Nigerian governments will corruptly lobby, financially induce countries and international organizations to believe. Rather, it is the Nigerian government working through its security agencies that have mapped out a plan for IPOB members to be totally exterminated. The Nigerian government and her security agencies enjoy killing IPOB members as if we are ants. The Nigerian government intimidates the judiciary never to give justice to any case on extrajudiciary. Killing, illegal abduction, and forcefully disappearance of IPOB members, irrespective of all those provocation. IPOB have remained peaceful. We are not taking totally by surprise that IEP and some international agencies were lobbied and financial induced to view IPOB movements as violence based on concocted falsehood and ethnic profiling by the Nigerian Fulani-led government agents. IPOB and by extension against Biafra The IEP and the international community must know that the Nigerian Army, DSS, police are the real terrorists and builder, and therefore need to be designated among the most deadly terrorist nation and state sponsor of terrorists in the world. The Nigerian media should note that this statement also highlights the grave and criminal silence of those citizens, of those criticizing IPOB and certain media houses that have been brought over by the Nigerian government, who have always turned a blind eye when innocent Biafrans are massacred by the murderous Nigerian security outfit, but jump out of their cocoons to blackmail IPOB. The brutal murder of 50 protesters, peaceful disappearance and abduction of many, and gun injury to many more peaceful Biafran protesters for demanding the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as appeal court has pronounced that he has been discharged and acquitted, is a grave atrocity. The supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is manhandled by the Nigerian government and its security agencies in the DSS custody in Abuja. On the Black Friday, March the 31st, 2023, many of our people were murdered, and we shall duly recognize their sacrifice. When Biafra history is written, the continued abduction and massacre and unarmed Biafrans by Nigerian terrorist security agencies shall not go unavenged. At the appointed time, he who killed by the sword shall be ready to die by the sword. We are not complaining about the murder of our members and Biafran, so that the murderous Nigerian government and her terrorist security agencies will repent and stop. Rather, we want to make the fact available to the world for it to bear us witness that we inform the international community, especially the West, that the blood of Biafrans is being wasted without provocation. IPOB movement has been peaceful even when the federal government sponsor criminals to infiltrate and impersonate us. We defeated them. Nigerian government should note that there is a limit to what we can take before we fight back. They are pushing us to the wall. Unfortunately, we can't we can penetrate the wall, so we have to defend ourselves through whatever means available to us. In order to survive, the battle is an The battle is extensional battle. It is a battle between light and darkness, and we are fully assured that light will drive away the darkness. That is represently by the Nigerian establishments from Biafra land. Self-determination, self-defense are inalienable rights enshrined and recognized by charters and instruments of international organization, and we shall defend our lives with everything we have. No amount of arrest, abduction, torture, detention, extrajudiciary, and execution or extraordinary rendition can stop our resolve to restore Biafra. It is either Biafra or Biafra. We have a report that the Nigerian security force are going from house to house, abducting innocent civilians from their homes. The world should equally take note of this. Comrade Ima Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPUB. Alright, the Biafrans, this is exactly what I have on this press release that was just released just yesterday, the 4th day of April. In this year we are in 2023. That is exactly what it is, and exactly how I read it out is exactly how I bring it to you. I will go for a short break. As soon as I come back, the line will be open to each and every one of us. To those of you that want to call in to contribute one way or the other, as soon as the line is open, you call in, I will bring you to Biafra. But for now, let me go for a short break. I will be back. Please do not go away.
Sharp place. How the IP will be worldwide. It's Simali. Take it. See man on the beat. I feel like crying. It's like we let him go. It's Biafra freedom, freedom, freedom. Biafra freedom. Time to go. Oh, I see. How the poor die every day. Oh, I see. Yeah, as the sun shine up on the air. Oh, I see. Yeah. Freedom for the Biafra. Oh, I see. Freedom for the Biafra. For GP 67 to 70, over 3.5 million Biafrans, yeah, lying on the sea. Ever see this? We have been seen dead. We have been feeling bad. We have been feeling sad. Never see this. We have been seen dead. We have been feeling sad. We have been feeling sad. I see them blind, they keep mood and they want them shoot us. Can't you see the blood? Now listen, it's Biafra o'clock. We decide to go. Holla freedom, freedom, till the rising sun. Freedom, 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 freedom. Holla freedom, freedom. freedom to the rising sun. Freedom, 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 freedom. Oh yeah. I see how the poor die every day. Oh, I see, yeah, as the sun shining up on the air. Oh, I see, yeah, freedom for Biafra. Oh, I see, freedom for Biafra. It's all I wish my friends and family. Make you join me sing. Yo muchuku stand to go. Oh yeah. Arochuku can see. It's now. Jah bless, Jah bless, Jah bless the rising sun. Give a man strength to climb the man Zion. On the mountain as at the Jah kingdom, kingdom which is Biafra. I see them blind, they keep move and they want the enemy. Cause can't you see the blood? Ever see this? We have been feeling dead. We have been feeling bad. We have been feeling sad. Ever see this? We have been feeling bad. We have been feeling bad. We have been feeling sad. Oh, it is Biafra o'clock. We decide to go. Suffering and smiling every day. We decide to go. Freedom, 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 freedom. We deserve our freedom. I see how the poor die every day. I see as the sun shine up on the air. I see freedom for the Biafra. Brother preaches all I wish my friends and family. Make you join me sing. Freedom, 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 freedom. We deserve our freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. We deserve our freedom. Freedom, freedom, we deserve our freedom. Freedom,
Welcome back. All right, I just want to say that our lines are open. Our lines are open to those of you that will wish to call in. Our lines are open. You can call in with these numbers: +972. You can call in with these numbers: +972 533 990485. Should in case you want to call in, please, these are the lines or the numbers that you will need to call in with. It is +972 533 990485. The other line is +972 54301 9647. As soon as you call, immediately I am going to bring you to Biafrans. All right, let me go to the line and see who I have. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller in the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good morning from here, Mazi.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. I listened to your analysis this morning, Mazi. Concerning the speech from the Oyetunji, the chairperson of the census. You know, Mazi, these people, they do listen to Radio Biafra very well.
Of course.
They do listen very well. Mazi Nworu was on air on, it's not on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday, yes. So, you know, these people, they do listen to Radio Biafra. It's one day, when they needed Biafrans, they will start making all these, will I say caricature, or how will I put it? Igbos were disfranchised from voting, from exercising their fundamental right by voting, what they did to Igbo in Lagos. Now they wanted to count their so-called census. They are now have to remember that the place they are using water, they are schooling there. The so-called Oyetunji, the chairperson of census, did he make any speech concerning what they did to Igbo in Lagos? Some of them were killed, some of them were injured. Did he make any statement concerning what happened? Now, they wanted to count. They wanted to exercise their so-called census. They are now remembering the Igbos. All these their shenanigans, it cannot continue in our lives. We will continue to agitate. We will continue. They have to release our leader unconditionally. They cannot pin us down. No matter what they do to us, we still remain the light of the world. It's in our DNA. They can't wash it away. They cannot take it away from us. The zoo is a failed country. It's failed. It's not a country. It's a British company. So nothing good can come out from the zoo. It doesn't mean the way they try to patch it. Nothing good will ever come out from zoo because it's a failed country and it is a British company. They should release our leader and let it go home as a free person.
Thank you very much, my sister. That is exactly what it is. Nigeria is a failed country, and that's it will remain. Our leader is very, very important to us. The better they let our leader go, the better it's going to be for each and every one of them. Thank you very much for coming in. Chukwu bless you.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. All right, let me go to Mazi on the other line. Mazi Desmond, thank you very much for holding. Can you hear me?
Mazi Uchenna Obilo. Good morning to you, my dear brother.
Welcome to the program. Out well? Wonderfully well.
Good morning to you, Machineke. My name is Desmond and I'm calling from Italy. Mazi, I will go direct to your analysis this morning. Let me first of all say greetings to Biafrans all over the world, IPOB families, and our great leader, His Excellency, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I'm going to say that, you see, from your analysis, let me start with the election. The lie Mohammed going around telling the election is credible. When our leader told them that only INEC decides who wins the election, they thought he was just talking. Take your PVC, collect your PVC, do this, do that. Celebrities, all of them, coming to the social media, talking nonsense. Which of them now is countering like Mohammed, going around the world, telling the world that the election is credible? Who is countering him now? P2B is here, gallivanting in Nigeria, deceiving people that he wants to go to court. You are not even number 2. You are number 3. And they are trying to even hide him. All is just a British game to deceive our people. So what we want to say is that people will understand that we earlier warned them of all these things. Our leader said it during the election. IPOB made it very open that we are not interrupting election, but what we are after is referendum, because that is the only solution to the problem. And now they can see it. My problem is I don't understand why people don't always go to the right direction that can solve the problem. Why they always like to gallivant around the problem in Nigeria. So they must follow IPOB, push for the support of referendum and the unconditional release of our leader. That is the only way. There is nothing you cannot. Our leader say you cannot fight evil with evil. You will use light to fight evil. So the point is that they must come to where we are. Referendum for Biafra freedom. To your tent, O Israel. That is the only way to break this yoke. And talking about this census of eating Mazi, I don't even know. What is this census they say they are holding? What is a central processing unit? You don't know how many people you have. You don't even have anything. You don't have any documentation that coordinates the people together. A country that is not coordinated. What is it? I don't understand. What is this census they are doing? But anyway, the message is that our people must understand. Igbo people in Lagos should understand that the earlier they begin to come back home. I have been giving them this suggestion. Nobody is saying anything. All those markets in Lagos, Ashpanda, Ikeja Computer Village, Oshodi Market, Ladipo Market, Balogun Market, Akere Market that was born, all the markets in Lagos, Yaba Market, all of them, they should, I'm not saying their union, those people who are difficult, the union chairman does not even have in the market. The union for Hanese, who is like born the whole market down, people can tell you, please let us manage and move on with them. So they must do here. They must coordinate themselves together. It only takes one man to change the generation. You can talk to the rest. Somebody should pick up this as a duty. Advise the rest. Talk to them. Do what you can do. Let them come to leadership. Let us put heads together, with our DPS, and let us know how to assign hands in Biafra land. Not one person go to East and say you want to take CO from other state government, Anambra government, to do because if you are one person, they will get you. If you come to IPOB and the plan is put in place, everything is set, we will go down with the people and our people will return to be transferred to the East. It's very simple, but it's just the willingness and the determination of this that is what is required. This thing they say we don't have effort, international effort. We can be the model and how we can manage it, everything will come up. Once we sit together and we begin our plan, we will see everything moving forward. So they should rise now and do the needful. If not so, some of them, what is coming is some of them will be killed. Their business will be destroyed. Even some of them that refuse to take their family home, their families also will be killed. Those ones that have little children. We speak the truth. When we say it now, we are not wishing our people death. That's why we are giving them the solution to come back now. All these things they are telling you, unless they're coming to talk rubbish, they should not listen to anybody. The one that they did, what has happened? Our message is very, very clear. And the killing of our people in Aba, Nigeria, they will not choose to be what they are. The international community has not said anything. The media has not said anything. Now, the day the people will rise to self-defense, you see all of them talking rubbish. But my message to Biafrans is that we must continue to support the defense of the land of Biafra. We must support ESN, verify through our units, through our zones, and make your support so that our mothers will be able to go to farm and come back alive. Now, they are Fulanis, they are finding it difficult in the bush. They are now integrating them into the army and bringing them to our roads, to our streets. That is why they kill our people in Aba. So we must defend our land. Our people cannot continue to die this way. So please, let Biafrans all over the world rise now, support ESN. Let us put our hands together and fight for our freedom. Our freedom will save us. Wherever you are in the world, as long as you're Biafra, only the restoration of Biafra can save you. If you like, be in America. If you like, be in Italy. If you like, be anywhere in the world. Only the restoration of Biafra can save you, nothing else. And we must to support DOS, take instruction and follow their directive. And we must continue to demand for the unconditional release of our leader, both on social media and on ground. Whatsoever place we go, any opportunity we have, we must use it to spread the gospel and the restoration of Biafra for our own good. That's what we'll keep doing. Support financially and do whatever thing possible that you are doing for the restoration of Biafra, because that is only hope we have. That is only thing that will stop all this mess. Everything you see we are seeing today, it didn't start today. IPOB just brought out the consciousness of people. The killing, the antagonization, the discrimination, it has been there right from inception. It has been there before the 1966 program against our people. It has been there before the 1967 to 70 genocide massacre of our people. It has been there till today. IPOB just woke up the consciousness of people and bring our news to the world. And like our leader said, that media was among the things they used to swallow us during the war. But this time, we will dominate their media space and we will tell our own story the way it is. And we will defend our land and we will take our freedom. But it's all in our hands. Biafrans, this is our time and we must not miss it because Chukwu Abiyama is with us. Thank you very much, Mazi Uchenna Obilo. And Elohim bless you from here.
And you too, my brother.
Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for coming in. And thank you very much for saying it exactly how it's supposed to be. That is exactly what it is. Now we are telling the story by ourselves to the whole world. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Uchenna, can you hear me, sir?
Welcome to the program, sir. Can you hear me?
Mazi Uchenna, Udochukwu okike abịa ma oke mma okere ụwa niile na mmadụ ụwa dịrị gị. We are going home. Biafrans all over the world, this land belongs to us. It doesn't belong to Fulani, it doesn't belong to any nation. It was given to our ancestors. So don't try to question the restoration of Biafra with human being sense. The project is owned by Chineke, the God that will bear his name. So don't bring religion into Biafra restoration. Whether you be father, you be bishop, you be pope, don't disturb the Chike Doziem. Don't even try to dare the directors of state. Because that platform is no boot. If you want to be saved, listen to the directors of state. Let the Chike Doziem so that our leader Nnamdi Kanu will come out. And we go home. We go home straight. No delayance. United Nations is here. They are here to spy. To know if what we are saying is true or not. United Nations is here. And very soon the whole world will know why they are here. And we Biafrans, we will know why they are here. This is not 1967. This is 2023. So the United Nations will be careful to exhibit that peace. Let that peace reign. Marriage is not force. We have common sense and our sense is our nuclear weapon. That Fulani must respect themselves and leave them alone. They kill us in our society here in Aba. At the time we are joking. But you are here. Peaceful days. The day is coming so that everybody will know that we are Biafrans. We said it before, we are doing it again now. Then I think to quote Genesis chapter 6. From verse 1 to end. And the same Genesis chapter 7. From verse 1 to end, the human wickedness and the flood. That in Genesis chapter 6, verse 14 and verse 17, very important from Chineke. And Genesis chapter 7, verse 21 and verse 22, very important from Chineke. Biafrans all over the world. Mazi Uchenna, na shengi ike. Oh, then the Chike doesn't know lot again. Kanu nta, nandoti. Because United Nations, you say this is better than the Kanu. That if United Nations bring our leader out, and we don't want that. We don't want Nigeria. Nigeria is 419, British property. I will say, I myself for Kecheshka. I stake my life for this Biafra research United Nations. Yeah. All school capital had the chicken. And you know the ego. So that you know whether Bukana will join United Nations. The world is about to know that we will exist. Then the thing that's a will be moved. Oh, come on there, yes. Open your line as well, put a religion there. I want to stop become what you neck. I want to stop going for Jesus Christ. Oh, no, life fry lawa. I got a temple to Quabia. I got fetching a carol. Mazi Uchenna happened to share. Okay, says Kajamaja. I don't do post. That I sit there, then I'm the candidate. There's a one work of cancer. Okay, there. Don't have a quit that the monkey is your dead. Idiot. At the sense you say, the thing I would have said, Biafrans, listen to the ticket, listen to the US, always listen to the thing as a word. I cannot tell when they came to some cannot tell when they don't understand for him. When I was done, as a Babuquan and ready. Peter be actually may arrest over there. Peter be let them arrest you. You know the same. Yeah, mandate the refuse, but Peter Bigger will get a mandate. Then the ticket, the thing Peter B must get his mandate back. Now he win. Abasada election abasada bateka abasatrai. Ha boy I can't keep the big guy. I'm an eye again.
There we.
Peter be get back your mandate. Ekucha kwala mo Mazi Uchenna ekucha lam. Ese proposing a pola kwa say with religion. They are going to with religion. They are making a project. No, I religion be do Biafra. Okay, money roka jona pragi up no tabori. Oh, for no go one kai. Emegele ma. Oh, one way na chi. E so ja na tenga puta. Then the ticket doesn't mean na chi say no. That's a word na chi. Pastor when the chance no pastor. Then the thing as a word the pastor. Then the ticket doesn't pastor when I get time organ. On the pastor say aloga. On the for the say aloga ni like a baby one Nigeria. They got bless. On the fry lawa. Dara. Na kwa fonke na bota mang ni ke si wuro ko ke money ro ka je kekero na mi ka je funa la mi ga ma o pe ma ke sa ke ko ka ki ge petara o ta bare ma me wo ro ke na sa la ha ni le ni Nigeria na ke nori na fo na nkuo ya oje abana lo mo chukwu okika da me kekere mmadu wa ga derere abawo da tikete dem leta. Oh,
Biafra. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Let me see who I have on the line. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, this is Mazi Uchenna Obilo from Liberia. Good morning to you and good morning to our leader. Good morning to all the members of the OS. Good morning to IPOP family, and good morning to Biafrans all over the world. Thank you for the time to be on air to speak to Biafrans. This morning I call for a reason, and the world must hear us. Capital must hear us. When we are talking about we need our freedom, the ally they didn't hearing us. For Nigerian government, let me tell them, they need to release our leader now. You all need to release our leader now, because the agent you all have paid to destroy IPOP have failed woefully. Now it's now failed woefully, and there's no way. Listen, our leader told us, before you destroy IPOP, it will take you 50 years for you to penetrate in IPOP. And let the Nigerian government know this. You don't have no case against Mazi Uchenna Kanu. Release him for us. Release him for us. Those people that you abide to destroy IPOP have disappointed you and have failed you woefully. Why can't you release Mazi Uchenna Kanu? Release Mazi Uchenna Kanu for us. The UN are giving an order. The UN should know this. The UN should know this. Those that in Nigeria, you should know this. You are giving Nigeria order to our leader, and the time has come and passed, and you are not doing anything about it. The world is watching. The world is watching. And let me tell Obi that, Atik, Mbana Azik, who's that labor Azik and FEC baka, that he won one Nigeria. Today, you have seen where he have brought us. And Peter Obi, today, Peter Obi are there. Peter Obi, the Nigerian government is threatening you. Are you not a citizen of that country? You say you want to be president of the country, and the people that the federal government is threatening you. These are the things that we are telling Obi. I will Obi Uzayinaga, Uzadelia, Biaka Biafra, but you are there selling yourself to people, selling yourself, because you're making yourself cheap. And the zoo are threatening you. And listen, Obi, right now as I speak, you are not safe in Nigeria. Once every place you are going, know that one day you are not safe. So the thing there, leave that presidency business and support Biafra. For our people in Lagos, be one. Let us come back home. Once you are to your place, nobody will attack you. When we are telling these people, we have seen this ever since, and we are telling our people they don't want to listen. Many people that have lost their market this few days, what Nigeria government, did they visit you? Did they compensate you? Did they give you money? No, they can't do that thing for you because you are an Igbo. They go arrest our elder in Lagos these few days. And what are we doing? We are not doing anything. These are the things that we are telling people. We need to go. Fellow, let our people go. Fellow, Mohammed Buhari will soon leave in power. But what are we doing? We need to go. So, Mazi, thank you for the opportunity, and God bless you this morning for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, well, welcome. Welcome to the program this morning, and thank you very much for coming in as well. Let me see who else I have on the line. Call on the line. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Uchenna.
Welcome to the program.
My brother. Thank you for taking my call. You're speaking to a brother who's with the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud. Africa Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, who set up this Radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and prosperity. Spirituality, all put in one box to educate we Biafrans to know what is ahead before us. Mazi Uchenna, let me talk to the Biafrans. I'm telling you with my whole heart that Nigeria is created with the foundation to kill the Biafrans, with the foundation of hatred. They are created with the foundation of hatred. They hate you, that there is nothing you, a Biafran, can do that they will love you. There is nothing, anything you are doing, they hate it. Whether you are anything, the only thing they are finding in the Biafra blood, the only thing is their blood. That is the only thing that the Nigerian government is created with. Let me give you for an example. Here, we talk with fact and figure. Internationally, Barack Obama said that keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be done. This is the only country where you have heard this English. That keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be done. That is international. Another international, in 1969, Harold Wilson said that the killing of Biafra 500,000 children will not make the British to change their mind on the policy to kill Biafrans. This is international. Two of these international, just go and find the figure and read for yourself. Locally, when you came to locally, Obafemi Awolowo in 1968 said that we cannot feed our enemy fat to have energy to fight us. And Obafemi Awolowo did it by example. He blocked every route. He starved all the Biafrans to death. And some of you think that when they talk this, they don't teach their children this thing. It has been embedded in the blood of their children. They have sworn an oath. So there is nothing you can do. Because ndị Igbo na-atụ inu si n'ọwụ nnewu na-ata agba nwa ya na-ene ya anya n'ọnụ. They have teach them. Ndị Igbo sikwa na agwọ agaghị, there is no way agwọ ga-eji misi. That is to give birth to long thing. Snake cannot give birth to short snake. It's only long. That is what it is. So they have been teaching them all these things right from beginning. Right from beginning. The integrity of Nigeria is only by killing Biafrans. Integrity. That is their integrity. Can you see what they did to our people in Aba? Children, young boys wearing white, which signifies peaceful move. They murdered them in a cold blood. The integrity of Nigeria, for you to be a general in Nigeria, you must have killed maybe at least 1,000 to 2,000 Biafrans. Then you are promoted. Obasanjo did it. Obasanjo did it. Gowon did it. Ike Omasanda Nwachukwu became general because he killed his people. So I don't know what else are we going to tell you, but we must keep on talking, telling you that there is nothing you can do in Nigeria. As they are talking even about the census. But Mazi Uchenna Obilo, I don't know whether you know what is Bashiga. This Bashiga is a hut in the Fulani area. Only men go inside, and that man must be the husband. That is a Fulani man. And we are talking about the census. Tony Blair Institute don't know about this. Tony Blair Institute, you don't know about this. But we, the one who knows where it is spreading us, we know where it is spreading us. The Institute for Economic and Peace don't know that. Global Terrorism Index, they don't know this. We are telling them this is what we are going to do. Biafrans, as they are talking about the census. Anyway, our leaders have made up their mind. Let's do what they talk. But we are not doing it because of them. Because we know at the end of it, ordinary Gombe they will inflate the figure of Gombe more than the whole Biafra land, more than the whole Eastern, which is the Biafra land. So there is nothing we will take out from Nigeria. Right? You hit them by the right, you get that is there like onions trap. Nigeria is a trap to we Biafrans, and the only way we can escape from this trap is to do the right thing, to reject Nigeria, which we IPOB members have rejected, and nothing will change our mind. The only thing we need is Biafra. Release our leader Mazi Nnamdi, a prisoner of conscience, who didn't do anything wrong. Rather, he asked for the freedom of his people. He asked that his people must not be killed. He asked that his mothers must not be raped. And the Tony Blair Institute, they don't know this. Economic and so many names comes out during this Biafra agitation. You hear Institute for Economic and Peace. There are Institute for Economic and Peace, but they don't know that they are killing Biafrans. These are people looking for peace. Tony Blair Institute, you don't know that they are killing. None of you are making report now. None of you are talking to the international community now. Global Terrorist Index, you don't know what is terrorist. You don't know what is terrorist. Look at the terrorists killing innocent citizens, protesting to release their leader, which you have done even in their country. Thank you for taking my call. Mazi Uchenna Obilo. Biafrans, I love you. IPOB members, share my blood. Bye.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right, let me see who I have on the other line. Call on the other line. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Good morning.
Welcome to the
My
program.
name is Bright Daniel, and I'm calling you from Obibo. Obibo is in Iguacha. Mazi, please, I need a favor from all IPOB family members that are listening. It is only in IPOB that I have seen something like this happen. And I'm calling on all members of IPOB to stand up and do the needful. This man that is in Finland, Simon Ekpa, sits on the computer and the tweet everyone 1 hour. I am calling you from Obibo. Before I make this call, I have to go and buy data. The data of 1,000 naira is not going to be enough to listen to you. If the radio station is not working, if they tamper with it, which you know they are hunting for it. My point is this. All of you overseas, I heard that you people have access to internet. All of you overseas have access to Android phones. Why can't IPOB members abroad go on Twitter and thwart this propaganda, lies, destruction that this horrible element is doing to us? My pain is this. If Simon Ekpa is doing his agitation with a name that he formed by his own, just as Owazirike did his own masop, that would be nice. Nobody will talk to him. But for Simon Ekpa to enter and use IPOB, what are we doing? We are even going far. We have not even been able to deal with internal enemy. We are talking about Britain. We are talking about Tony Blair. And the Simon Ekpa just entered into ESN, hijacked this in our own eye. When all of us are here. And there is IPOB family in Finland. What is the coordinator doing there? I am calling on you this morning, the coordinator of IPOB, the real IPOB in Finland. Sir, with due respect, stand up on your feet and do the needful. Whatever needful you will do that will make this young man, this devil, who has caused a horrible killing. As I'm talking to you, again, I'm calling you from Obibo. I know the number of us that have died in here, who believed in Biafra, who believed in this struggle. And I know the number that this young man has lured into evil. Every day I go on one-to-one evangelism. I talk to people on the ground. I tell them, listen, come out from this young man. This boy is a devil. This boy is not an IPOB member. This guy has never participated in anything IPOB. Please, if there is nothing else we can do, let us follow him up in that Twitter. He's not the owner of Twitter. The boy has no work doing. Simon Ekpa has no work doing. He only sit down and press phone on the Twitter and tweet every minute. And all of us read and comment. What are we doing? And we're complaining about Britain. Well, we cannot even deal with ordinary Simon Ekpa. Let all of us this morning wake up. And the tweet, let me tell you one thing. Sorry, I'm taking your time. There is a guy that did a wonderful job. You know this criminal that was sacked, George Oniberibe. There is a guy who replicated his page and they was opposing everything that he did. Today, have you been hearing about George Oniberibe? He came, he became tired, and he ran away. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if whatever means we are going to use to destroy Simon, we will use it because he's not part of us. I don't know why he came, hijack our name, hijack our system, corrupted the mindset of people, and we go there to read his post and the comment on his post. It is not done anywhere. It is only in IPOB that you see this thing. And what are our members doing? Contribute money. You cannot contribute. Come out and make a live broadcast. You cannot come out and make a live broadcast. Challenge somebody who is peddling lies against you on the social media. You cannot do it. Yet you have the Android phone with you. You have data with you. Why are we like this? So IPOB Finland this morning, please, sir, wake up. All the zonal coordinators, wake up. Apply every means. Just as they have said that Barack Obama said that keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be accomplished. Another task ahead of us this morning that must by every means be accomplished is to stop Simon Ekpa from using that name IPOB and from using ESN. Simon Ekpa was not there when ESN was formed. He is not part of it. This is that you think is doing himself. Imagine if he was part of the of creating ESN. What do you think would have happened? This one is just like he hijacked it. He infiltrated into it. And all of us are here. So this morning, a wonderful task that I'm appealing that must be accomplished by all means, by all system, by all strategy is to subdue, destroy every lies that Simon Ekpa has been peddling. against this struggle. You cannot, let me tell you people do not know the impact of the lies he has done, the damage Simon Ekpa has done when you come down home here. Because even we are making this call now, I cannot be loud. Because even your neighbor hear you mentioning IPOB, they will even call police for you. And before you know it, you'll be killed or kidnapped. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is why we here that are facing this thing, that know this thing, you are abroad. You hear what we tell you. What happened in Aba was real. It was life. So please, while we are doing that, let the media warriors, they are doing marvelous work. Believe in me, all the media warriors, you guys are doing excellent job. People here are listening. People here sit down and talk about it. Before I went to bed last night, it was around 12 a.m. The argument was so interesting. I was so happy because at least 5 of my neighbors show me a sign that yes, we are right. I thought I was only by myself. I never knew that there are other people who believed. But this fear of if you come out, they kill you, nobody will come for you, is only what is killing us. But inside our mind, we all know that yes. And we have gathered ourselves, created the WhatsApp where we'll be reaching out, passing information. So you people should do the needful. We here, from Obibo here, what can I do to somebody in Finland? After this data finish now, when will I get the money to go and buy another data? My children will eat Garena before I think of how to go and buy another data. If you have data this morning, find any means on what you are going to do to subdue this young man. Our enemies are too much. Look at this other lady in Facebook. That one is there. Is it blessing them? Destroying us. Look at Ijele, Masquerade, is there, destroying us. Look at the Human Rights Radio. They are there. What? You see, this is the only thing that gave me joy. When 1,000 people are following only one organization, 1,000. Now look at all of them. Look at the one that came out from US also, mocking us. I looked at that man. I don't know what to say again. Sometimes even my mother herself said she wants to give up. She said no. You understand? But she will not give up. She called me in and told me a sad story. She told me a very bitter story. I told her, listen, this story, I'm not going to tell it. You tell it by yourself. One day, you will call IPOB and tell them this story of how she was raped in 1967. How Hausa people took her to the north, impregnated her. She could not allow that baby to survive. How many of us, how many Biafrans will stand and bear this? They kidnapped her here during the war, took her to Kanu, pregnanted her there after series of rape. My own mother, I'm telling you, gave her, she had the baby there. She swore in her life that that baby will not live. Finally, she found her way back home. When she told me that, I said, you will call this radio one day and testify and tell them what God did to your life and how she managed to come back from there back to the east. So please, what happened to us is real. It is not a story. It's not a tale. It's life story. My appeal this morning is to all family members. Stand up. If you cannot contribute money, you cannot go for any meeting, do anything to thwart all the lies that Simon Ekpa has propagated. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel your pain and I give kudos to your courage this morning for you to come out to say what you're saying. Thank you very, very much. May Chukwu Kabiyama continue to bless each and every one of you there back home. All right, let me see who else I have. Caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Thank you, my Lord.
Caller on the line. You're coming out wonderfully well. Please turn down the radio, please.
Okay, Mazi. Thank you.
All right.
I see it through now.
Yes, it's fine now. You can go ahead. Yes, we are hearing you.
Thank you for watching it. As all Biafrans who are working assiduously, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your location. I greet all our principal officers. I greet everybody who is working assiduously to see that we achieve our target. Most importantly, I greet Mazi Nnamdi watching it. Say he that always stand on the gap. He has always make us to stand firm. He has teach us how to stand firm and began to do it. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama keep on strengthening him and keeping him for us and making him more surely. Is a surely, is a must that he will give us our own Biafra. He will give us Biafra in life, not in death. As Chukwu Kikabiama decided it will happen. In Chukwu Kikabiama's name I pray. He said, Mazi, please permit me this morning. I have too many things to do better. Let me start from this side. First of all, yesterday, I thank all my brothers and my sisters, those who are running around to see that people around me do not laugh at me. At least my shoulder have gone high. For now, since I've been running around to see how to deposit money for the operation of my son, and my people, my brother, those who hear my cry and see that the operation was going successful yesterday. I did a deposit yesterday. I thank Chukwu Kikabiama on behalf of those who remind me who heard my cry. I don't like to beg or to ask for help. But it is how it is for me that make me to run out for my people, and they heard my cry. And I thank somebody like Mazi Uchenna who give me 29,000, and my own brother or sister, I don't know whether he's boy or girl, Onyekachi, who give me it should be Nwachineke, who gave me 20,000, and the Chisoba, who gave me 23,000, and the Ugochukwu, who gave me 108,000, 100,800, and the last person is.
Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi.
I understand that you're trying to appreciate all of these people, but I would rather say just say a word of appreciation and just forget the rest, please.
Okay.
Because of some certain reason, please.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. So I appreciate all of them. The operation goes successfully yesterday, that we are still running around. Mazi, the most important thing is this. That is, I like what my last brother says. This is what we are passing through. This is what we are passing through. Even here in Aba, I am enemy in the eyes of my brothers because of this incident. And and another one is this guy in Finland has caused us so many trouble, so many trouble. Mostly in Aba, he has caused us so many trouble. That I will use this media to plead. I listened to the Mazi Uchenna, sir. It's just because even now our radio is not talking. You know, when you are telling our people the truth, they will get offended and began to misbehave. Now our radio is not talking. I'm listening to through app, because immediately Mazi Uchenna was elaborating on the issue of disobedience on our brothers that are backing and the protest. They off of the radio. That is what we are passing through here. But I would like to beg the HODs and our leaders, please don't use a sledgehammer on our people. But no matter anything, anybody who disobey must face the consequences. But we are still on the struggle because of we are not happy. We are not blaming anybody for coming out for demanding unconditional release of our leader. But what we are doing, we need to apply knowledge. We need to apply our common sense. We need to apply wisdom. That is the reason why our leader says that IPOB is under chain of command. But our people is not listening. That is why we are facing all these things we are facing. When you are telling your brother the truth, I will favor him and you. He will begin to fight you. They will begin to ask you a question.
without honor. They would like to know everything that is going on. You are not the leader. Allow the leader to do what he knows best to do. But you will allow him. You will like him to come and explain for you before you apply that instruction. Why is this so? That's why we are facing all these things. That I thank you, Kikabiama, who keep on exposing the atrocity of Nigerian government. We know that we must sacrifice our life. I thank God. The reason why I'm talking is because I'm not there. I am not among those who are there. If it is that I would be among those that will die, I rather die to give my life for Biafra to come. But the Chukwu Kikabiama, who has called us out, I cry unto him to ask him, must all of us die before he gives us Biafra? Let him hearken to our cry. Because this man is so much in our flesh. How can he allow us to be suffering like this? I ask him to forgive us. In any way we have gone short of his glory, we have gone contrarily. Please let him hear our cry. Because our brothers are dying every day. They're even going after us, even in our homes, to pick us one after the other. Now what kind of a country is this? Our brother, in every secret cell, you will see our brothers, our sisters, they are dumping them in every secret cell, in every police station, in every army barrack, in every place you can find people, in every place you say military or police in Nigeria doing staying. You will find our people in their cell. You can't find any Fulani or any Awos or any Yoruba man. It's only our brothers and sisters. What have we gone wrong? What is our offense? Is their own court that asked them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally? Is their own court that asked? There is no court in Nigeria that will judge the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why can't they release our leader for us? That is what we are asking for. You don't want us, allow us to go. You don't need us, leave us to go. If you don't need somebody, why can't you allow that person to go his way? You are still holding the person and still asking them, crying that you don't need the person. What kind of atrocity is this? I am crying that Chukwu Kikabiama will intervene so fast because we are really, really suffering. Man, everything I know that nobody is sick on Navy. I urge all my brothers, those who are standing resolute, those who are depending on the leadership of IPOB, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. I pray, I ask them to stand more firm. Don't allow anybody who does not know his right from his left to deceive you. Don't allow any infiltrator, those who have fallen by, to come and take you away. Because there is a chorus we used to sing in the church. We say, Biafra na dia ọsịsọ, jidesie ihe nwere ike, ekwekwala ka onye ọbụla wenara gị okpueze agha. Because the target of Nigeria is to take us, to deny us our rights when Biafra called, to black us, to paint us black. I pray that Chukwu Kikabiama will keep on strengthening everybody who has stand firm for this restoration. Mazi, thank you. I will hang out from here. I still remain also Eziokubundo, knows as unstoppable CEB. Thank you, Mazi. The Chukwu Kikabiama keep on blessing and strengthening everybody who is working out seriously. Shalom, Biafra.
Shalom to you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Let me see who else I have on the line. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program, my brother.
Mazi Uchenna, yeah, good afternoon from here. You picked me before, but eventually it was cut off.
All right.
And we must continue to do the needful.
Of course.
Before I proceed, my name is Mazi Uchenna. I'm calling from Austria. Mazi, please allow me to make this important announcement.
Please go ahead.
And I am also serving IPOB Austria as a national PRO. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, once again, we want to appeal to our conscience and all lovers of freedom living here in Austria. If you're a Biafran and you find yourself here in Austria, within this time, we are asking you please to join us on 1st of May for our protest that we are going to hold in Linz, Austria. Those of us that have been attending this protest, we know how it goes, and we know Austria ORF television is going to televise it live.
we are going to hit the street once again to let them know that our leader who was discharged and acquitted, that the Nigerian government have refused to release him, just even as their court have said that no court in Nigeria have right to even talk about his case or even talk about holding him. But this is a country who don't obey their law. This is a country who do what they want, and the country have turned to a banana republic, and the so-called people who supposed to know better, the so-called the world organization who supposed to know better, the UN who has given Nigeria last year 6 months to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody keep adamant as if they cannot see, they cannot talk, they cannot hear, and our leader is still languishing in the DSS custody. Our patience is running off. So please, and we are also asking every IPOB, if you know, please, are working on that day, it's going to be a public holiday. If you know you are going to work on that day, please make haste now to take free. Because all road will be leading to Link Austria for this great protest we are going to have. The time is 8 a.m. in the morning. Where we are going to gather is by Bosgarten. It's 100 meters from Linz train station. Immediately you come down from Linz train station, just give a call or you ask anybody, they will show you where Bosgarten is. Then it's where we are going to gather before we march on the street. Please don't tell us that you don't have time. Come and join us so that we can be able to propagate this gospel, that the whole Austria will know once again that IPOB, what we are fighting is for the freedom of our people. It doesn't matter the conspiracy of the evil men and women who are trying to call themselves terrorists. We are not terrorists. What we are fighting is for the freedom of our own people. Mazi, I will proceed a little to say that the evil Nigeria is committing against our people. It is unimaginable. It is unbelievable that people that are protesting on the street peacefully because of the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, Nigerian police and their evil atrocities, army of whatever they call themselves, open live fire, open bullets, live bullets on our people. This is unacceptable. Killing our people randomly. Many are missing. 5 people we are murdered immediately. Also 50 people are still in the hospital. And the whole media, nobody is talking about this thing. Everywhere keep quiet. The CNN cannot talk about it. Al Jazeera cannot talk about it. The so-called the so-called human rights cannot talk about these people atrocities that Nigerian government has committed against our people. When we are saying this in the whole world, turn their left eyes as if they don't know what is happening to us. But we are holding them accountable for all the evil atrocities and government are committing against our people. We cannot keep on dying in Nigeria because we ask for freedom. You don't want me, and when I want to live from the house or from the prison where you have kept me hostage, you said no, I'm not going to go. What type of life is this? How long can we keep on suffering in Nigeria? Any little thing that happens in Nigeria will be killed. For how long? For how long can we keep on dying in Nigeria? For how long can we keep on becoming a sacrificial lamb in Nigeria? And our people don't understand this thing. What happened to this so-called selection election and obituary and so on? When we tell Obi that if a man is prohibited in Nigeria to be a president, it is according to the so-called Islamic Nigerians, they say it's a haram for a man to be a president, to take over the office of a president in Nigeria. Our people don't understand this. When we tell them, they see, as if they don't know that what we are telling them is true. It's a high time we shall realize that Nigeria is not made for us. Earlier the better we understood this thing, earlier the better for all of us. because we can't continue this way. Mazi, we can't continue this way. We must be free from this captivity. We are tired of Nigeria. We are tired of their neck, the nails they have put on our neck. We can't breathe. This is how we scattered all over the world, like a sheep without shepherd. If not Mazi Nnamdi came to preach this gospel, to wake our consciousness, to make us to know how important it is for us to come out of this prison we find ourselves in Nigeria. Today we would have sheepishly rolling all over the world as if all is well when we cannot go back home. Our people should wake up. They don't want us in Nigeria. During their so-called election, they ask us to go back home. That Nigeria does not belong to us. We should know where we come from. And we must go back home. Now they want to do their evil atrocity census. Our people also replicate whatever they did to us in this election as they ask us to go back home. So shall we go back home in this their so-called census that is coming up. We must be counted. We must show them that we have the population. We must let the world know that Biafra is over 80 million population, counting to 90 million. We must let the whole world know that we must be free. We have the population to have a control of our own, Mazi Uchenna. We must continue, and our leader Mazi Uchenna must be free. They must free him. He's a prisoner of conscience. He has committed no crime. His crime is to ask for the freedom of his own people. Our DOS, we applaud you people. The doors are wide. We are standing here to keep on supporting you for the good work you are doing. And most of our brothers that are complaining for this land, you should stop complaining. Do the needful. Anything you can do, do it. But don't come and Radio Biafra calling the name of this animal. Please. Radio Biafra is not allowed to come here and call the name of this idiot. He's not worthy to call his name on Radio Biafra. Do what you can do as a Biafra. While all of us are doing it together, one day they will hide. This is not the first fight IPOB has fought. In any way they have come, at last, we will win. This is why we are IPOB. This is why the whole world respects us. This is why even the so-called people who call themselves a terrorist, they are afraid today. They are afraid. We must follow them bumper to bumper and to make sure we win in every fight we engage ourselves. We spoke about blessed Biafra all over the world. Together we should continue to fight until Biafra is being restored. Mazi Uchenna, thank you. God bless you.
There were, and you too. Thank you very, very much. All right. Biafrans, I wish to say this. I wish to say this to us. You know, earlier on I said that a lot is happening to us as a people, and this is the time that we must be watchful. I said it earlier on. We must be watchful because the zoo, they are not happy. They are not happy. But I want to say this also as well. Not just in Biafra land, but Biafrans in Lagos to be precise. We must be watchful because something is coming up. You know, they will never ever forget. They will never ever forget for Biafrans to humiliate them the way they humiliate them, the way they put it, the way you put the truth out to the world, the way you make the people to know what the truth is. They are angry about it and they will retaliate. This is the time you must be watchful. A lot has been said. A lot has been said. To those of you that have what it takes to move your family away from that region, it is the right time for you to do it. The better you do it, the better it's going to be for you and your family. But I want to say, be very, very watchful. I want to go for a short break. As soon as I come back, I will start to draw the curtain to this wonderful program. But for now, let me go for a short break. I'll be back. Please do not go away.
Refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore, we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us. We are all Biafrans, and we are born Biafrans.
When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise this flag. On that day, when we raise this flag, my brother, will you be there? When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise this flag. On that day, when we raise this flag, my sister, will you be there?
When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise the flag. On that day we raise the flag. My brother, will you be there? When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise the flag.
And we are
on that day we raise the flag. My sister, will you be there?
There was a nation. Biafra was a nation. In the very beginning, there was a nation. We are all Biafrans. We are all Biafrans. We are born Biafrans. We will die Biafrans. Oh. We are all Biafrans. We have a leader. We have a leader. We have a leader who is fearless. We have a leader.
We have a leader who is fearless, who cannot stop and cancel anybody.
Ahamadike Biafra. Oh, we are all with you.
You're the fighting to the most high God. You ever leave, we never fear for one. He gonna tell it to the north, he gonna tell it to the east, yeah. Rise, the sun is gonna come back again. We gonna tell it to the west, we gonna tell it to the south, yeah. Rise, the sun is gonna come back again. We say freedom, freedom is coming, freedom is coming tomorrow. They might tell us that we are obedient, I say. Me tell them that we are okay, victorious. We say, no matter what they say, doesn't matter what they do, yeah.
Oh, we are born Biafrans. Oh, we are born Biafrans.
They're killing our young men. They're raping our sisters.
We are all Biafrans.
They're taking our children.
Biafrans are mourning. We are born Biafrans.
Biafrans are crying. We are calling on you, Lord.
No matter what they say, doesn't matter what they do, yeah.
We are all Biafrans.
And weeping may endure all night, but joy comes in the morning. We are all Biafrans. We will die Biafrans. We are born Biafrans. I feel one Lord.
When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise the flag. On that day we raise the flag. My brother, will you be there? When this battle shall be over, we are going to raise the flag. On that day we raise the flag. My sister, will you be there?
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, as you all know, it is going to be Biafran flag will be raised, and when that happens, you know that your freedom is here. When that happens, you know that Biafra that you all are craving for is here. And I must be honest with you, like it's been said in the scripture, it is already taking place in the spiritual realm. We are just waiting for it to manifest here. Of course, you know, the person to do that is our leader. That is the reason why they keep on denying our leader his freedom. That is the reason why they keep on flouting the order of their own courts. You know, they are destroying their so-called zoo by themselves. By themselves, they are destroying the zoo by themselves. But all we are saying is, our leader must to be released. Our leader they must release our leader. Nigerian government must release our leader. They must release our leader because our leader has not done anything wrong. Their courts could not find our leader guilty. Their courts could not prove that our leader did something wrong. So I say, according to the pronouncement of their courts, our leader is a free man, and a free man he is indeed. And he is going to come out. And when he does come out, I tell you, Biafra nation will raise her flag. And I want to say, Biafrans, do not be disheartened. Do not be too much bitter because where we are right now, this is exactly what they are injecting into us. They want us to be bitter. They want us to be emotional. By so doing, we will not see what is in front of us very, very clear. This is exactly what they want. They want us to be bitter. They want us to be emotional. At the end of it all, we will make a mistake that will cause us. But I tell you, we are everly ready before this time. And I am also appealing to you, Biafrans. Make use of your senses. Do not make use of your emotion. Do what you need to do because you need to do them, not because anybody wants you to do them. Do what you're supposed to do at the right time, and at the right time when you do it, it will click. Like our brother answer on his name, Eke. When you do yours, I do mine, we all are moving to the same direction. And I also will not forget to say, remember our leader in your prayer. Whenever you do it, however you do it, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, remember our leader in your prayers. And I want to say thank you so much, Biafrans all around the world. Friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, you guys are the one that make this show exactly what it is. And as you all know, I cannot thank you enough. May Almighty Chukwokike Abema, the Creator, this morning I pray and I say exactly how it is in your heart that He, Almighty Chukwokike Abema, will do for you. And I want to say those things that our leader have said in time past that I love to say, which is, to those of you that have chosen Radio Biafra because of the truth that flows down from this platform, to those of you that have chosen to listen to Radio Biafra because of the truth that we speak here on Radio Biafra, the truth that you've chosen to listen to will guide you. The truth that you've chosen to listen to will protect you. The truth that you've chosen to listen to will guide your footsteps that you may not dash it on the stone. In all that you do in this week that we are in, my prayer to each and every one of us is, Almighty Chukwokike Abema, the Creator, Him and Him alone will guide you, will protect you until I see you some other time. But from me, from here, it is Shalom.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, Africa. Your Savior comes now to you. He has come to set us free. Set us free. Your Savior comes through Biafra. He is in Africa. Oh, Africa. The pride of Jaja creation, the land of the righteous. All land shall be your praise. Yeah. Get up your lungs. Break loose and shock 'em. Lord is cast on your soul. And your soul is inflated and spoiled. Yeah, yeah. And your Savior is Biafra, and they will never let you know. Wake up, Africa. Rise up, oh Africa. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Africa. Your Savior comes now to you. He has come to set us free. Set us free. Your Savior comes through Biafra. He is Nnamdi Kanu. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Africa. Your Savior comes now to you. He has come to set us free. Set us free. Your Savior comes through Biafra. He is Nnamdi Kanu. There is a land known in the rising of the sun. The rise of the sun. The land is the land of the rising sun. The light is Africa's salvation. Your light is Biafra. They will never let you know for how long they shall feast upon you. Yeah, he comes the Savior. He the signs that came from the heaven. Yeah, yeah. Rise up, right now. Welcome on the Kanu. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Africa. Your Savior comes now to you. He has come to set us free. Set us free. Your Savior comes through Biafra. He is Nnamdi Kanu. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Africa. Africa, Africa. Your Savior comes now to you. Comes to you. He has come to set us free. Set us free. Your Savior comes through Biafra. He is Nnamdi Kanu. Rise up, Africa. Rise up. Welcome, Biafra. Welcome. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Africa. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Africa. Welcome, Biafra. Rise up, Africa. Rise up. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Africa. Welcome, Biafra. Let me see your hands in the air. Rise up, Africa. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Africa. Rise up, Africa. Welcome, Biafra. Let me see your hands in the air. Rise up, Africa. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Rise up, Africa.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, great Biafrans, wherever you are. This is Radio Biafra also service to coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Oyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Amadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, the firstborn of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of Chineke. Once again, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, great Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, even the enemies of Biafrans. You are highly welcome. As you know, one thing is for us to press on for the disintegration of this British demonic abominable contraption called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, and for the restoration of the kingdom of God here on earth, which is Biafra. Our land is longitude 0, latitude 0, the center of the universe. We are the original children of the Most High, and we are here to reclaim our mandate. Our land will not be taken away from us, not now, not forever, and we are not going to leave our land. And we will make sure that the enemy in our land leave our land. By the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we will fight this battle and make sure that the sovereignty and integrity of Biafra land is in our hand. We decide what will happen in our land. We draw our constitutions, our laws, and we implement it by ourselves. We will not be influenced again by foreign powers. Powers from Futagelion, power from Sokoto, nor is it the one from the British royal families or from the United States. We will not be influenced by all these powers. We will be ruling ourselves, and that is what we are fighting for. And that is why it's very hard. I want you to understand the reason why it's so tough. It's very hard. It looks hard, quite alright, but that is not the end. And it must be tough. Because what we are about to achieve is very great. And on earth, nothing great comes easy. Even when you say miracle, something has been somewhere. Maybe praying or fasting or foreign sacrifice or libation or whatever. On behalf of that miracle, I tell you, so nothing comes easy. We must fight it in this way to make sure that the way we want it is the way it is. We will control the sovereignty of Biafra. We will decide what will happen. We will set the pace, and we will not be influenced by any power telling us what to do. Brother and sister, that is why it looks so tough to restore Biafra. That is why nobody wants to talk to you. So when you and I understand all these games, what are we supposed to do? We'll press on, we'll fight, we'll move on. We move on. Because indeed, we are sowing a seed that children and children will enjoy in future to come. On 30th of every May, they will remember their ancestors, the heroes that fought during this battle. They will remember them. Very, very important, brother. When you understand this, then you will know the reason why it must be the hard way. It must be the hard way. There's no any other way. Because this is the kingdom of God here on earth. We will establish it by His grace, not by our power. Very, very important. So don't relent. But I must ask this to us, O Lord, my dear brothers. This indiscipline in our midst must cease. Nobody tells you what to do. But when Fulani comes, anything they throw, you swallow it hook, line, and sinker. If it is Fulani, you swallow. If it is Yoruba, but when it comes to our side, and you have leadership, you have leaders who will tell you what to do. Stop this, stop that, don't do this. This is indiscipline. And this is why situations are somehow like this to us. If we will obey the rules and regulations marshaled out by the leadership at all time, I'm telling you, no harm will follow us. No harm at all. No harm. We will overcome. Indiscipline has dealt with us so much. Disobedience has dealt with us, has drawn us back. Many has gone because of that. But we will not relent, brother. A word is enough for a wise. Be courageous. Leave that stubbornness. It cannot take you to anywhere. Something you cannot display to Hausa or even the Yoruba being Azahia. But when it comes to your own Igbo, you will flex this muscle so much. When you won't listen. These are the things that made our land to be in the situation it is. But before we proceed, let's commit our proceedings into the hands of Jehovah Elohim Chukwukakabiama Ekekeroa, the Most High God, as we bow down our heads in prayers. And the righteous King of glory, ancient of ancient, Chukwu Okikabiama, Obogunwabu Ekekeroa, Ngwabu Mbido, Ngwabu Ngosi. We give you praise, we worship you, we adore thee, we glorify your name, my Lord and my God, because there is none like thee. You alone is God, and beside thee there is no any other God. We worship you, we adore thee, we glorify your name. Take glory, Almighty God, take glory, Jehovah Jireh, take glory, Jehovah Ninsi. Take glory, I am that I am. We lift your name high above every other name because there is none like thee. And Father, we ask you, Lord, to arise in our midst, O Lord, and accept all praises, all glory, honor, adoration, and adulation, ancient of ancient. Because we will never offer your praises to any gods, O Lord. Neither shall we bow down to idols of any kind, man-made gods, ancient of ancient, nor shall we worship demons in the modern or ancient way. Only you, Ekekeroa. Only you, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God of Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu. Only you shall we praise at all times. We give you praise. We worship you. We adore thee. We glorify your name. Take glory, Almighty God. Take glory, Abba Father. Take glory, Ancient of Ancient. Lord God Jehovah. At this moment, O Lord, we lift your servant, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to pray. We ask you, Lord God, the immortal Redeemer, Ancient of Ancient. You are the God that answered prayer, that the fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much, O Lord. Call upon me in the days of trouble, and I will answer you. O Lord God Jehovah, we call upon thee, asking you, Lord, to answer your people, O Lord. Deliver your people, Jehovah Ninsi. As our leader, your servant, is in their hand, O Lord. Father, we pray that you, O Lord, will fight this battle. You free your servant. You bring him out of solitary confinement, O Lord. You frustrate the plans of the wicked in that area, Lord. You frustrate their plans to the core. Jehovah Ninsi, you do that which only you can do.